really don't want to sell it. But
Okay.
if I get what I want for it, I'll take it. No less and no more.
How's it going, everybody? This is Fabe. We're here at the house today, and it's a Thursday afternoon. And today we're gonna break down a call. So this call, it started off as a text message. We sent out a few text messages a few days ago to a list of probates, and we got a reply, and they simply just replied with the number. It was 190K. And my goal with these is I don't like to keep texting them. I want to convert these into a call as soon as possible. So I replied, "Hey, are you open for a call?" So they actually didn't respond till like a few days later. And we finally got in a call, and that's what I'm about to break down to you guys. My objective and my goal with every call is to extract the four pillars, and that's the price, which we already got. So we're good with that. We know what he or she wants, the condition of the property, the timeline. So when are they looking to close? How fast? And the motivation, reason. Why are they looking to sell? What's the motivation? And that's very important, because if there's no motivation, then you're really just wasting your time. And our focus is to work on motivated sellers only. And the ones that aren't motivated at the moment, we just put those in a follow-up system. But just focus on motivation, because a lot of people spend a lot of time on shit that's not motivated, running numbers, running comps, and focus on motivation. His name is Joe, and again, from a text message, we converted to a call, and this is the first time I talked to this person. So let's get to it.
Hey, sorry I missed your call.
Yes, sir. Okay. What can I help you with?
Well, yeah, first of all, how you doing? You're out of the hospital?
Yeah, I just got.
I forgot to mention that he had texted us the first time he texted us back. He told us he was in the hospital, so I didn't mess with it. I gave it a few days. I don't want to seem like a shark and just focus on the property. I gave it some time, and so the second time, this time he hit us back up. So we assumed he was out of the hospital. So we'll get to that in this call.
I got out yesterday, man. I had to walk in pneumonia.
Man.
Yeah,
Man.
Quite a few days.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're out, man. But yeah, I appreciate you, replying to my text messages a few days ago. Like I said, it's just me and my wife. I'm an investor. I'm from Lake City. I have some property in Hitchcock, another one in Texas City. I'm not a big company. And like I said in the message, we're just looking for something for ourselves in Galveston.
So I always keep it real local. I don't want to seem like I'm a big company. I'm not a big company. So I like to make it clear. Hey, I'm local. You're just dealing with me, my wife, or my brother. So yeah, just keep it real local, and that's just gonna help build that rapport much better. So.
Man, if the opportunity is there, we would love to see what we can do.
Well, I really don't want to sell it. But
Okay.
If I get what I want for it, I'll take it. No less and no more. I don't need to sell it.
Okay,
But,
okay.
Somebody just called me from Pinehurst, Texas.
So right there, right away, his motivation 50-50. The motivation really from what I'm getting from the very beginning of this conversation was his price. So if I don't get the price, I'm not selling. So he's making that very, very, very clear.
I get all kind of investors, man. They try to buy it. But I keep telling them, no, I don't want to sell it. And like you said, I want 190 for it because it's got a big old piece of property. That's why I'm asking that much for it.
Yeah, no, I checked it up on the map on the computer. I'm familiar with the area. I'm always going to Darlene's to go eat shrimp there, so I know the area pretty good. But yeah, like I said in the message, I'm not here to convince anybody to sell. Obviously, like you said, the price is nice.
So I use Darlene's because I go to Galveston a lot. And so this property is close to Darlene's where we go eat shrimp. So that helps build that rapport. And hopefully he realizes, oh shit, this guy, he knows the area. He eats at the island. So it just helps build that rapport. So let's get to the call.
And as far as like the condition, I want to meet you in person. That way, I'm not BSing, and I also
So we're getting into the condition.
want to take a look at the property. I know you just got out of the hospital, so I don't expect anytime soon. But when can we do that?
I don't know. It's gonna be kind of hard, man, because them renters that I have in there, they real good renters, man.
Boom, keyword renter. So I had no idea. He was a landlord. I didn't know that it had tenants. So that's I guess level of motivation. I see it as a level of motivation because he's a landlord. Now we don't know if they're good tenants, bad tenants, so we'll get to that. But that's one key word. He's a landlord. There's tenants in the property.
they find out I'm trying to sell it, they'll move out on me, and I don't want that to happen. And they've been there for over 9 years since I built my house here in Lick City.
Oh wow, wow.
Yeah, they've been there since 9 years, and I don't want to tell them that I'm selling it and have somebody looking at it. Then they'll start looking to move out on me, then I'll lose my good renters.
Yeah, no, no, 100%.
Boom, they're good renters, 9 years. So he obviously doesn't want to do any moves because he doesn't want to scare the renters or anything. So that's a plus, that they are good renters, because the last thing you want them is buy a property with bad tenants. You got to evict them, and it's just a fucking mess. So that's good news. Tenants, 9 years, and he's happy with them. So let's continue.
I'm with you on that. As far as condition, I mean, have you been in there lately and get an idea?
No, I haven't been in there lately because I've been in the hospital for 14 days. But I haven't been there.
Wow.
I don't go to Galveston very often. That house was my mom and dad's house. I'll tell you a little bit about it. My mom's house, my mom and dad's house. They both deceased, and I grew up right there in that house when I was a little kid.
Let them talk.
It's 2 bedrooms. I thought you said, I could have sworn I heard you looking for 3 bedrooms. But anyway,
No, that was me.
If you're a investor, I'm sure y'all can do a lot of things with it. But it's 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, 1 kitchen, 1 dining room, 1 living room. I just got to put in brand new vinyl floors on the. I put vinyl on it. Took out floors on the bathroom, and it's got a brand new half roof. Just on one side, on the left side, I replaced the whole roof's brand new.
Okay.
I replaced all the plumbing underneath the house.
When they're talking, just let them talk. Let them talk. The more they talk, the better. The less you can talk. Just always think, always make that a go. Talk less. Let them talk. Once they start going, let them go.
I had to do it twice, so I went with Plex.
Okay, yeah.
It's all done with Plex.
Okay, yeah, that's a good kind.
Yes, absolutely. Because I don't want to go through that again. And but as I had it painted, the outside of it, because it was pretty bad. And it's not. I mean, it's not a perfect house. I mean, you just probably got to do a little work to it. But that's where I know about it right now.
Okay, I appreciate that. And
Boom. So we got all the condition. So right now we got the price, we got the condition. Reason, I guess, so far we can say, it's a tenant occupied property. He's not living in it, so there's really no sentimental value. Um, so yes, I would say that's a motivation. So yeah.
let's say hypothetically speaking, whether it's me or somebody else, the numbers. What's the game plan with the tenants?
The game plan, I don't have no game plan. I don't want to tell them that. I don't know how I would do it.
Because what I do whenever there's property with tenants, do you have a lease or are you month to month with them?
That lease.
If there's tenants, always ask about the lease. Is it month to month? Is 1 year lease, 2 year lease? All bills included? Yes, no. Are they good tenants? Are they paying in time? Just get as much as information, because if you end up buying the property or signing it, the new investor, the new buyer, I mean, they're gonna want to know what's going on with the tenants. Are they gonna have to evict them? Are they good tenants where they're gonna have to keep them? So always get as much as information overall with everything, the whole conversation. But always pay attention to stuff like this when they have tenants. Make sure you get all the little details for the tenants.
Expires next month. I'll physically get them signed another one.
Okay. What do you do? 2 years, 1 year?
Well, I was doing it with them for every year, and this last time I did it for 6 months because they were planning on moving because they heard I was going to sell it. As long as y'all want to sign a year lease, whatever, no, I don't want it. The house is not going on. I'm not going to sell it, but there's a lien on it. I don't have a clear title. It's a lien on it because when my mom was in a nursing home, the nursing home put a lien on it. So there's a lien pretty much. It was like $80,000.
Is that lien going to get paid off with the 190?
Yes, it will be. I have to.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I put 192 because I got to pay that lien off to get a good clear title on it.
Yeah, them nursery homes, they're something else. They're sharks.
Yes, when I was ill, my aunt kept telling me. Well, my aunt used to own that Coca-Cola building right there, Rodriguez, right there on Broadway, the old Coca-Cola building. Yeah, she tell me, man, you need to get that title off there and put it on your, my name and stuff like that. So we wouldn't go to a situation like this, but it did. Eventually, it did.
Okay,
Kind of let
okay.
that property. They put a lien on it. So.
Yeah, they're quick on that. And so as far as the tenants, what are you getting for the rent every month?
Oh, I'll get $1,100.
$1,100.
$1,100 a month.
Okay. Is that bills included or separate?
Huh?
Bills included or separate?
Oh, they're separated. The utilities, though, they pay separately.
Okay. Cool.
They pay all bills, so they pay $1,100. I went up last year on from 1,011. Everything's high in Galveston. Yeah, everything's high in Galveston now these days.
Everything, everywhere, really.
Yeah, man, shit. Yeah,
yeah. No, but Galveston's growing a lot. There's a lot of new stuff, new houses, new everything.
That's why there's a lot of investors, man. They try to get these houses for cheap.
So you can see he's kind of building that rapport with me. He's starting to get on the flow. We're starting to have a conversation. So that's what you want. You want to, not just go in right away to the, hey, what's up with the property? How much you want? Go in softly, I guess you can say, and just focus on just having a genuine conversation. Just literally just have a conversation with them. And while you're having a conversation, while you're navigating through that conversation, you're gonna have to learn how to navigate and extract those 4 pillars. So we got the condition, we got the price, reason, I guess you can say it's a tenant occupied property. He's telling us about the tenants, about the lease. Time frame, really the time frame I guess would be the 190. So if he gets the 190, I'm sure we can get this closed in a week or two. So we're pretty much got everything. So right now he's talking and I'm gonna let him talk, so let's finish the conversation
and do something with him. I think an investor bought the house next door to my mom's. That big old high-rise house that's there, and I figured they made a big profit off of it.
Yeah, and I'm always honest. I always tell people, I'm in the business of buying a home, so I always tell people, like, hey, if you got a good asset, a good piece of real estate, if you can keep it, if you're able to maintain it, by all means keep it. Don't sell it, because it's always good to own real estate.
Yeah.
So I always do that towards the end. I always like to do a little pushback. I always like, hey, this is a good property. You should keep it if you're able to keep the property. Prices are going up. It's a good asset. So a little push away doesn't seem like, hey, I want this property. It just tells you, okay, he wants to buy it, but I can go buy anything else. So that's the kind of the attitude you want to have with these conversations. Don't just focus, I need to buy this. Well, no, hey, if it happens, it happens. If not, no hard feelings.
Especially if gambling come out of big shit. I mean, Galveston is it's a tourist place, but it's so high with it. But anyway, I don't know how I'm going to handle it, man, to tell to my renters, because I don't want to lose them. As soon as I tell them I'm interested in selling it, they'll move out on me.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't bother them until you know you have somebody serious and at the number that you want. The good thing with me, whenever I buy a property and there's tenants, I don't mind buying them with tenants.
So right there, offering a solution. His main concern, this whole conversation has been the tenants. I don't want to bother them. If I get the price, I'll go ahead and sell it. But other than that, I don't want to bother the tenants. I'm scared of losing them. They're good tenants. So right here, I'm going to offer a solution. Hey, we buy them with tenants. We'll take care of them. We'll honor their lease. So always offer solutions.
Honoring their lease, I don't mind, especially if they're good tenants. I don't want to get rid of them, so that's not a problem if we get to that point. But let me run some numbers. Let me talk to my wife. Let me see what we can. Have you signed anything with anybody else? Are you talking to anybody else at the moment?
I always ask that question towards the end as well. Are you talking to anybody else, or have you signed with anything? Because most sellers are liars, and even though they say no, most likely, most times they always, they have signed with somebody else. They're talking to 30 other people. So either way, it's good to know where you kind of stand in the conversation, whether they're lying or not. I mean, I just like to ask.
No, I'm not dealing with nobody. I keep telling them no. I'm not selling. Straight off. I said, no, I'm not. But, if my price is right there where I want it, I'll sell it. But
price.
I'm not gonna take no bids on it. Like it'll be less or more. No less.
Yeah, I don't want to do that either. I'm a straight shooter. If it works, if not, no hard feelings. But like I said, let me let me later on tonight when I go out to dinner with the wife, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna talk about it, see what we can come up with, and we'll stay in touch.
Okay, just you got my number now, right?
Yes, sir. I'll go ahead and save it, and make sure you save mine, Fabian, and this is my personal cell phone number.
Always make sure that they save your number because I mean they're getting tons and tons and tons of calls. So I make sure, hey, make sure you save my number. I'm gonna send you a text with my email, with my title company information, and just look as professional as possible.
I got it, man. I got it, but like I say, I really don't want to sell it. But if I get my price what I want, I will. So yeah, just give me a call, man. Just whatever you come up with.
Yes, sir. And you're doing better.
Okay, baby. Appreciate it, buddy.
Yes, sir. Take care. Bye bye.
So overall, that's a really good call. I have a rule in our company. I don't like pushing anything into our CRM unless we get the four pillars, which we got in this conversation. If I get one pillar, two pillars, I'm not gonna push it. I only want to mess with motivation. All the other ones that aren't motivated, I'll set it up in some kind of drip system. I'll follow up weekly, depending on the type of lead. But this is a prime example of what we're trying to achieve on every call, extracting the four pillars, having a genuine, transparent conversation with the homeowner, building the rapport, and hopefully he remembers who I am. When I follow up with them, and either way, after normally when I finish a call, I send them a text message with all my information, and I'm just constantly following up with them. So, again, this is a lead that just came in. Let me see, on the 10th, so 5 days ago. So I'll keep everybody posted to see if this deal comes to fruition, or we'll see what happens. I've been pushing it out already to a few buyers, and that's what I like to do when I kind of have an idea of what they want. In this case, we know what they want, and we kind of know they're iffy about doing the sell. I'll go push it out to the people I trust without having an agreement, and I'll scope it out. And hey, I have this one for 195. I added 5K, and so I'll see their reactions. I'll see if anybody bites, and I kind of reverse engineer the deal from there. So I think that's what I'm gonna do with this one. See what some of my buddies say that buy in Galveston. See what kind of response I get, and we'll go from there. But I'll keep y'all updated with this lead. See if it happens. I have a video coming up on a car wash I'm trying to buy on seller finance. I went into the office yesterday, made the offer. And don't forget, if you're new, just starting wholesaling, on the comments, I pin a link with if you need a subject to contract, if you need the regular wholesale contract, if you need to know where to skip trades, where to get leads, all that shit, it's on there. And I'll keep doing these cold call breakdowns. This is real shit. We do this every day. These aren't old fucking calls. Like I see people post. This is 5 days ago, and I'm going to keep doing these kinds of videos. So if you like this, like and subscribe. Let me know what kind of topics you want me to talk about. I'll go over whatever. And yeah, thanks for watching.